even, you're an entrepreneur, given a chance, given a mic, you should be ready anytime, right? Someone said, like, they post it at the night and then you sit and reply. I think our project is like one step behind her. So very interesting listening to the previous speaker and how, from one chat at night, and that has become Y Combinator. I'm really having something around me, but it is a story. This is what the world is excited about India today, because India can create these kind of projects. And trust me, I've been across the world, even in Valley, multiple places. This kind of energy is still there only in India, and especially Bangalore. When I came back to India, I had this choice between Bangalore and Pune, and I chose Pune. But now I realize why Bangalore has that magic and what is missing in Pune. But doesn't matter. I'll tell you what we did with Shunya OS. So ignore the slide, whatever is playing. This was about yesterday. I'll just give a quick run-up of what we talked yesterday. There are some people who were there on my yesterday's talk. For an entrepreneur and a new startup, getting community. Most of the people now already understand, I believe, that communities become central to every project. In the past, community was on the sides. People were like, okay, we are a big brand. We also need something on the community. Let's go and do something on the community. Let's sponsor some t-shirts and all that. That's how it started. But with Web3, like most of the time the investor will ask you, what is your community size? What are the members on your Discord? So, and this I had predicted way early when I was the Mozilla community lead in Shenzhen, China at that time, that community will become central to your project. And some of them also asked, like, I'm contributing to open source and I'm not getting a good feedback. Trust me, people who do that are on a very, very bad path. You have to really take care of community. You have to be very valuable, gratitude, because and her talk was very inspiring, because she did say that we had a choice of getting acquired. That means they could have been very selfish and used all the contributions, sold out, made money and moved out of it. But they didn't choose to do that. And that is the spirit of open source. That is where Web3 is going. The future is going, where most of these contributors will also get coins. They will all become part of the project. They will also become equity holders of the project. This is where the future is going. So that means that is how important community is. So how we started, and I'll just not go too much. I'll open it for questions, because I think that's where the value is primarily. So quickly saying how we started is, I believe that empowerment is critical. In community, don't just expect contributions, be the giver first. So when we started the community, what we did first is we went on, because one we were in AI and IoT, and especially AI on edge. So in 2017, AI on edge was not something that was talked about. In fact, I was told by an investor that I'm going crazy. What am I talking about? AI is all about data. What edge? What optimization about edge? Fast forward, I got selected by ARM as global innovators and all that, but that took 3 years. So 3 years internally, we were just contributing, we were working. So a lot of people did not even believe in the project, that you can make something like an OS or a minimal OS. To the hallmark of what we did is, and what got me there, on a $9 hardware, in 64 MB, we put an entire OS, computer vision onto it before TF Lite came in, and it could do face recognition, talk to WhatsApp, all of that on a 64 MB piece of hardware. 64 MB OS on a $9 hardware. So that level of optimization on edge, all with community. We were mostly, what we were doing in 2017 was, we were just educating people free in AI and IoT, but it was kept very closed. We did not do it on GitHub. We ran it on GitLab Enterprise. We downloaded on our server and it was set up. So if I can open that and show you where it stands today. A lot of people contribute. In fact, most of the contributors now, then it is not working, but most of the contributors now come from the IITs, and it wasn't planned that way at all. It is just that word of mouth spread there. People loved the core technology that was involved in the project. So now around, if I can open this, I'll just try. It is around 2,000 odd people, 2,300 odd projects are there inside. Different AI projects, IoT projects. And now what is the interesting story, and I'll open it for questions. We're going to open source all of it. That's why I said we are one step behind them. So all of this is going to come out in open source. The idea when I came back was, India, I really believe in the potential of India, that from India there will be a lot of projects that will come. Not one, two chatbots, multiple projects, or a Shunya OS, multiple will come. We need to create the base for that. So when these, we are going phase by phase, so 150 odd projects will come out on Brainy Pi. So we have a piece of hardware on which people can run things on the edge, and this is going to be like a full server in future. I don't know if you can see it from there. That's all. I can carry a server in my pocket. That's where we are going. And this has everything. This can have SSD, all of it connected. You can make a cluster out of it. And all the codes are also there. Like we said, we have 2,300 odd projects already tested and going on. So phase by phase, we'll release these projects. The idea is that people build on top of it. We just behave as the base. Okay? And it is completely driven by open source projects. So we will release a lot of projects, and then people build on top of it, and they build products on top of it. And once they build products on top of it, because we have the design for the baseboard, so if they want to convert into a project, so this is largely compatible with Raspberry Pi, but Raspberry Pi cannot be converted into a product unless you use the module and design a baseboard and all that. But here we have the whole design with us, so we will help you move the product also into a complete product. So I think with that, so I said, that's the summary of the talk. Like, we started community first. The entire, in fact, beginning we did not even know what to do. We just went on. We knew that there is some opportunity in AI and IoT, and we went on educating people like crazy. And 15,000 odd people we teach with just 4 people. So there is just 4 people teach around 15,000 people. That is another piece of talk where we have used fully open source software. Everything is automated. People, when they submit code, how it gets checked, how, like all the coding standards, how it tells them what needs to be fixed, all of that is automated. So much automation is there. But I'll open it to the community. That the idea is on shunyaos.org. If you go, and eventually on GitHub, Brainy Pi, these 2 places. This will launch in Diwali, so you're hearing it before the launch. You will see a lot of projects that you can take and build your products. And when we launch, we'll have a lot of people from the community whose projects we are launching. That's the idea. Okay, so any questions? I think, do I have time? Yeah? Okay, cool. Any questions around it?
Where can we get this?
You mean the projects or the hardware?
Yeah,
the hardware, currently you have to go to brainypi.com and apply for an early access. Right now it's on alpha access. Now beta will start. So people who apply and have a community, they will get. Yeah, so this can also act as a SaaS, on-premise hardware. So if you want to sell it on-premise without, people don't want to manage your code and all that, right? You can manage it for them. So just put Proxmox on it, and then you manage the server for them, though it's on their premise. That means you're not touching their data, but you're managing it. That kind of SaaS applications can come out. Yeah. Okay, so that's both a wonderful question and a tough one. Because honestly speaking, we burnt massive amount of money in this, close to, I think it's closing around $750,000 of my own personal money that is burnt into this project, because at that time really people did not believe, and I kept paying people. And so on the revenue side, we only monetize some of the projects have monetized. We have some very interesting projects. I'll not speak about it. But the other question, what is that? One is the revenue thing that hit my nerve.
The coders you have.
The coders, yeah. So we have 2,300 odd coders right now, of which 105 are very on core. But 2,300 people are actively contributing to different projects inside. And all of that is on gitlab.iot.in. Here, if I open it, like I can try my phone. No, it's okay. I think it should get there. Yeah, so, and people continuously join, because the initial part we went on training, right? And so that brought us too many people who are interested in learning. And our idea is that if you go to projects.iot.in, people can just learn, start contributing on any of the projects here. I think I don't have the active number with me, but yeah, so 2,800 odd. Sorry, I was wrong on the number. Yeah, so these many people are continuously working on different. And all of this will come out on the open source. So this is currently internal, but all of this will come out phase by phase as it's getting tested. We have already scripted most of it. So the website is also automatically created. All of this is getting scripted. So a lot will come on which you can build is the idea.
So you said that you have a baseboard and you can customize it. Are you like doing hardware customization?
Sorry?
You said you have a baseboard,
Right.
which is similar to the Pi,
Huh.
but you can customize it, you're saying, right?
Yeah.
So, and you let people customize it, is it?
You can. We can customize it. Currently, unfortunately, we cannot open source because of the licensing with the chip company. And I think that's why Raspberry Pi also cannot. But unlike Raspberry Pi, we are open to work with people who can scale their projects. So we will work with them and customize the hardware, yes.
So you're fabricating these chips too?
No, chip is not fabricated. The board is designed using the chip. So we are not at that level of designing a chip itself, but designing a board using a chip.
Okay, no, that will be cool because there are a lot of projects which I'm sure in India itself people want to fabricate chips.
I know. I think I'll sponsor that next time. Now I'm out of money.
All right.